Well, Diane, this is a list of the colonel's accomplishments since he entered the Army 27 years ago. And from the look of it, he has an extensive history of dealing with chemical weapons. Now, as we told you, the chemical depot has taken on the task of destroying most of the country's remaining mustard agent, which has been stockpiled here in Pueblo since World War II. The new commander tells me this isn't his first time to Colorado.
I used to have family up in Denver and the Colorado Springs area, and I would come out here every summer, every other year, and we'd visit family. So I'm getting the chance to go and visit places where I feel like I already know the community.
Well, the commander will have this position for the next 2 years. Dawn, Diane, back to you.
All right.
Dawn, yeah, as you can see behind me, this field is covered with thousands of tumbleweeds. There were so many tumbleweeds that this preschool couldn't even open its doors today. The fire department tells me it would take thousands of dollars just to haul them all out, but cost very little to burn them. The La Junta Fire Department says they will be working on getting rid of these piles of tumbleweeds all day. The fire department chief says he's never seen so many tumbleweeds.
I wouldn't be able to put a number to it, but I tell you they got to be in the billions that are around here. And we do face this every year. We have winds every spring, and we do get some tumbleweeds, but they're worse this year than we've ever had them.
The crew plans on working on this tumbleweed problem until nightfall. Reporting live in La Junta, Natasha Leba, KKTV 11 News. Well, things are relatively quiet here, and that could be because same-sex couples have been able to pick up a marriage license for almost a year now. Now, we were there when that same-sex couple was able to tie the knot on July 11th of last year. The Pueblo County clerk tells me today has been just like any other day in the sense of people buying marriage license. I spoke to a woman who married her wife last year when it became legal. She tells me we still have a ways to go when it comes to same-sex equality.
I can finally look at my wife and tell everybody that this is my wife. I tell everybody that anyways, but without it being looked down upon anymore, apparently. We have always felt like second-class citizens, and now I don't have to feel that way.
Now, the county courthouse says they stopped keeping track of how many same-sex licenses they've been selling because the clerk says a marriage is a marriage. Reporting live in Pueblo, Natasha Leba, KKTV 11 News. Well, Dawn, last year alone, the city paid over $1 million worth of overtime pay. That could have funded for at least 10 full-time officer positions. Currently, the department is down 31 officers. Half of those can't be filled because they're on a hiring freeze. The department doesn't have a cap on the amount of overtime an officer can obtain. The police chief says the biggest concern is officers burning out.
The department, if they see symptoms of an officer that are looking like he's reaching burnout, then we're going to, it's incumbent upon us to do what we can to help that officer and tell him he can't work overtime and send him home.
Currently, the department is halfway through their allotted budget for the year. Reporting live in Pueblo, Natasha Leba, KKTV 11 News. Dawn and Diane, Rue actually suffered severe head trauma. It took her months to recover, but as you can see from this video shot earlier today, she is a happy and playful 4-month-old puppy. Veterinarians tell me she required lots of attention to get her where she is today. Unfortunately, she does have partial blindness. Rue was put up for adoption just hours ago and found a new family. Her new owners tell me they are happy to welcome her into their home.
She's so cute, and just based on her history and what I've heard, it's just so sad that, you know, something like that could happen to a puppy, but the fact that now she's going to have a great home, and so we're really excited.
Now, this animal shelter has plenty of pets like this one up for adoption, looking for their forever home. Live in Pueblo, Natasha Leba, KKTV. Diane, this damage is all because wind is up to 55 miles an hour here. Take a look. This sign here on Abriendo and Main Street was taken down by the wind. It's been here since 1985, right here in front of this car wash. I spoke with residents who say how bad the wind is.
Well, you know, this weather this morning was kind of cool, and it wasn't blowing wind like we have now. It's just it's really strange, the weather we have here in Colorado.
Luckily, no one was hurt. They tell me it's going to be about $5,000 to replace the sign. Reporting live in Pueblo, Natasha Leyba, KKTV 11 News.
Looks pretty windy with your hair all blowing around. All right, Natasha, thanks so much.